guys, this is Olamide again, and we're still at the 7th African School on Internet Governance, and I have here with me
Kuda
and
McQueen,
and we're going to be talking about the role of the media in policy making. So Kuda, yesterday, we had the panel about everything that we did yesterday, about all the sessions, and I asked a very unique question about the role of the media in policy making. And I said that the media is usually not mentioned as part of the stakeholders. Tell us about yourself in a few minutes, and then you tell us what you think.
Okay, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be at the 7th edition of the African School of Internet Governance. Yeah, and it's been informative so far.
Very.
And as you say, yesterday's conversation around the media and its role in the policy space is very important.
Very.
The organization I'm with is called the Media Institute of Southern Africa. We work to promote media freedoms in the region of Southern Africa. And one thing that we've noticed and the one thing we've tried is to ensure that the media remembers its role as the fourth estate, where it actually helps to enhance government processes by keeping the public informed, explaining concepts of internet governance. So when we talk about internet governance, when we talk about rights online, digital rights, people might not know what that is until someone explains it to them. But as civil society organizations, we don't always have that capacity to reach everyone in the community, but the media can come in and help us to achieve that by taking these concepts, these ideas and these principles, like the ones we're discussing now, and sharing them with the public to help them keep informed.
Okay, so talking about the media taking, this messages to the people, but like one of the participants said yesterday, McQueen, about the media not being trained. They themselves don't know enough. They don't have enough information. They're not well knowledgeable about the internet governance space for them to, now communicate to the public. So how do you think this should be resolved? How do we get the media involved? Do we have to train them? Where would the funding come from? And all of these things.
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
I have, first and foremost, my name is McQueen Zaza. I work for Zambia Broadcasting Corporation, ZNBC, in Zambia. I'm the legal counsel there. The media, the problem with the media in Africa is that we've taken it as a career, which is just one-sided. You're just a journalist.
Okay.
I wish we could reach a stage where you can be a journalist on top of being something else. For example, you're an economist, at the same time you are a journalist. You're a lawyer, at the same time you're a journalist. That would help in media having capacity to explaining these difficult things, like, for example, internet governance, to break it down to the rural populace, or to even the urban populace which are not aware of the importance of accessibility and affordable internet connections.
Okay. So now the media is evolving, and we have the new media, which basically is now the original media. The traditional media now tries to play catch up. Do you think that we can use new media? How do you think the traditional media and the electronic media can use new media tools better, not just for digital rights and digital inclusion, not just for internet governance issues, but for general?
So I think unlike what other people say, that for new media or social media based news to survive, it has to kill the traditional media.
Yeah.
I think the two can live side by side.
Okay.
And my suggestion, or what I think would be the best situation, is where you use new media tools. So for example, platforms like on WhatsApp, Facebook and Twitter, you can use those to be platforms that are used to share breaking news. So if you have a quick headline, a short tweet which says there's an event in Chad tomorrow, read more about it or more news to follow, you can use new media tools to spread that message. And the advantage of new media tools is that you reach the youth and other people that don't necessarily go out and buy traditional newspapers or listen to the radio. And then you use the traditional media, which is your radio, your television, and your newspaper, to then give the deeper story, to then give more information that you can share, for example, on a platform like Twitter, which only restricts you to 280 characters.
Okay.
Yes,
I'd like you to talk about using it in the internet governance space, using new media in the internet governance space.
Okay, I agree with Kuda when he says new media should work side by side with traditional media. You know, traditional media has certain ethical things and ethical considerations, which new media seem not to have. So we need traditional media in order to school new media, so that we can have a clean new media platform.
Okay.
Yes, that is going to be ethical, as well as informing the public on breaking news in a very ethical way.
But you know, when we're talking about ethics, are we talking about regulations here?
No, here we're not talking about regulation. We're talking about ethics in terms of the profession, the journalism profession.
Okay.
Yes, there are certain things that you cannot just, as a journalist, publish.
Yeah.
Which, when you look at traditional media, it gives you those guidelines on how you can look at what to publish and what not to publish, and the ethical consideration in the environment and the space you are working in. So, traditional media should be used as a diving board in using online media tools in a better way.
Yeah.
And there's this notion where people think that just because you can write an article on a new media platform, then you are a journalist. No. Journalism and just contribution on new media platform are different things.
You're right.
Yes. Journalism is a profession, whereas another person can write anything, whether verified or not verified. For traditional media, you need to verify a story. But most of the time you find that on new
fake news, misinformation.
Before you even verify a story, you throw it on media. Yes. So you find that although new media seems to be thriving, most people still rely on traditional media to verify the truth.
You're right. Okay, so before we go, we've been here for almost 4 days, and it's been really insightful, educational, mind-blowing. And I'd like to ask you, what were your expectations when you got selected, and then you're here now? We have 2 more days to go, or it's just 1 day. And what are you taking away with you? The expectations when you're coming, and then what are you taking away with you? Kuda, let's start with you.
So I expected to come here and share experiences with people that are coming from different parts of the world, and to understand how they have experienced the journey of internet governance. And I haven't been disappointed. Yeah, the people that I've met are all doing great work.
Yeah.
And they come from different industries or different sectors. So it's not just people that are from a media background, for example, talking about internet governance. And that has helped me to broaden my understanding of the issues that we're discussing. And what I will take away mainly is from the practicum, where we got to play roles in
we're the same. Working government together.
Exactly. So I'm from a civil society organization, and I got to feel how it is like to be a government official.
And they never seem to agree.
Exactly, and how governments never seem to agree, and they have endless meetings. So that has now improved my understanding of how maybe it's not always so easy to come up with policy for internet governance.
Okay.
My expectation when I was coming was really to just come and learn. And I'm very happy that I've been put in a sphere which I wasn't very comfortable with. At least now when I go out there to talk about internet governance, I know what I'm talking about, because that's a sphere I did not even know. But now at least I've gained. I was working in the space, but we didn't know what it is. to say when someone comes to you and says this is internet governance, we didn't know what internet governance meant and what the internet itself means. So I think I'm going out with this knowledge which was missing, and I need to go and help other, especially people in the media fraternity in Zambia, to educate them on what internet governance is. And yeah.
And that's it. You have heard from Kuda, and you've heard from McQueen. It was really nice to talk to you guys, and it was nice to really meet you. I'm going to miss you, every one of you, when we have to go back to our various countries. But it was really, really inspiring to see that a lot of people, a lot of organizations are doing great work in Africa. And I'm very certain that this set of AfriSage will do so much. Will do great. A lot of impact work and all of that. So, it's bye for now.
Thank you.